Welcome back, Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, classic/slash non-classic. This is episode number 427 and Doubleshot number 346. Okay, two Inhuman trades. Yes, two of them. First up, it's the Uncanny Inhumans, Volume 2, The Quiet Room, collecting issues 5 through 10, with writing by Charles Shaw. This is actually during his 3-year run in the book. This is actually really good. With artwork by Brandon Pearson, who does the first 3 issues in this trade, and the last 3 issues done by Kev Walker. 5 through 7 is, now, basically there are 2 story arcs in here. The first one is just, well, Medusa taking her son, basically, who's basically has a human name Pope. Her name is Ahura. This is actually just after the first arc of the series. She takes him to the nightclub, the Quiet Room, which is it's kind of like a nightclub / gambling casino. It's basically a multi-purpose business, but it's a place Black Bolt himself actually runs. And his manager is a guy called Flagman. Yep. Also we see appearances by a Fantastic Four villain and a Hulk villain. Which ones? The Mad Finger and the Leader. Now, the last time Leader was seen prior to this, his skin was red, and he was in the pages of Thunderbolts. Here, he's back being green for no explained reason, and he tries to bomb. It's a little fun. It's an interesting little story. Gets into some characters. One thing I appreciate for this one, unlike some Marvel books, this one actually throws in editorial notes. Yes, you don't see these much nowadays. Yeah. It's like, wow. It's like, for some people, these things are so freaking foreign. Also, there's this character, I think her name is Felipe, I think her name is. Yeah, she, last show prior to this, was in the pages of a book called The Wolverines. A book Charles Shaw himself wrote. Let's see here. I know in this book they do have, let's see if I can find it here. Here we go. Voila. An editorial note. Wow. Why is this so foreign to Marvel nowadays? Yeah. This apparently is so foreign to Marvel that apparently not a lot of books nowadays have these. It's rare to find these. And interesting little story, just expand upon the more human stuff. The second story does something. Now, Shaw does something here and Daredevil that apparently Bendis doesn't bother wanting to do it. Actually answering a question that people have been asking. What question gets answered here? When did Johnny Storm Medusa hook up? Apparently, it started 8 months prior to present day, and it explores their relationship. And of course, Crystal finds out about it, but also apparently. In the previous arc, Black Bolt and of course Hurd, I think his name is, they both found out about the relationship in the next arc, basically, which was a 2-parter. It was just it's a 2-parter. Basically, Krista finds out about it. It's kind of an interesting revelation, basically, and she's shocked the fact that her ex-boyfriend is dating her sister. Yeah. And in the last issue, it's just basically a standalone issue for Reader, finding his dog, and also Lineage himself shows up in here, and the Unspoken, which is nice, the fact they brought these characters in here. Though they do come back later. Thank you, Charles, for that. This book is amazing. Sad to see the book go, but it got replaced with Royals, which is written by Al Urich, which is a great book so far. It's only a few issues in. And I'm enjoying the book so far. This book I'm going to give a 9 out of 10. This is just pure amazement. Pure amazing. Next up is All New Inhumans, Volume 2. Skyspears, written by James Amos. Yeah, he wrote all 11 issues. Shaw co-wrote the first few issues before Amos took over the writing for the rest of the series. With artwork by Andrea Lima Andreo for issues 5 through 6. Salfano Castale does issue 7 through 10, and the last issue was done by Ronald Marcellus. The reason why the thing with this thing is This series ended last year after 11 issues. My guess is because of low sales. Yeah, a lot of it, basically. This is one of the many titles Marvel basically kept axing last year. And I do mean axing. They axed a lot of titles last year. This is one of them. I was not happy to see a series go, but it was still a good series. And the whole Skyspears thing, this basically does an arc focused on these things. And they go to China, and of course there's a reference to what happened in the Unspoken story from Mighty Avengers, which was a story written by Dan Slott. So I guess Amos thought, okay, not only throw in Spider-Man, but throw in a reference to a book basically also written by Slott, even though he's currently writing Amazing Spider-Man right now. Oh, and Spider-Man is wearing his all-new different Marvel costume, which with Marvel Legacy, he's going to stop wearing this costume and go back to the classic look. Basically, the Spider symbol is no longer be glowing, but still put the same outfit. We also see People Defensive Force again. Nice to see these guys again. They're one of the many superhero teams basically that basically for every single country. China is one of the handful of countries to actually have a definitive superhero team. The other countries aside from the US, Canada's got Alpha Flight. The UK's got Excalibur, that was not active anymore. Let's see. Russia it's the Winter Guard. Excuse me. The Philippines have got one. They only appear in the pages of Iron Man. I don't remember the character's name, the group's name, but there's a team there. In Japan, it's Big Hero 6. And I think that's it. Also, Frenzy, who is a mutant basically known for appearing in X-Men books, she appears in here as well. In the last issue, Crystal Star Luna shows up in here. Apparently, she's been staying at the Broderick Academy. Basically, she's going and she's dropped out, and the series is also the last time until the Inhumans versus X-Men series, when the ship that they have throughout this whole series before it gets destroyed. Yeah. The whole point of the series was take the more newer characters that Show introduced in the pages of Inhuman, and also take those characters, though some of them anyways, and also take Crystal and Gorgon, put them in the spin-off book, and have them go globally. That's really the whole point of All in Inhumans. It's basically going through global missions. Uncanny Inhumans is basically the home base team. This is the away team. Yeah, but after the series ended, they just simply put the characters back where they were. Of course, Crystal's now off in space with Gorgon and the rest of the royal family. As the rest of the new Inhumans, I think like one or two of them went with them. But as the rest of them, I don't know. I honestly don't know. But this series was really good. Also, yeah, basically, I kind of forgot she's with me here. Anna Kravinoff. Yeah, a character who was a Spider-Man character, and yes, she appears in here. Yeah. Now, previously, she had last appeared in the pages of, basically, she's appeared in 3 different books prior to this. She appeared frequently in Amazing Spider-Man. She was a recurring character in that. After the Grim Hunt wrapped up, she appeared in Spider-Girl for about a couple issues. They make a reference to the fact she killed her half-brother, though they don't throw an editorial note for that in here. And of course, prior to this, her last known physical appearance in the comic book was in the second to last arc of Scarlet Spider. And they also revealed that she's actually an Inhuman on her mother's side of the family, even though her mother is dead. Her father killed her. Sasha Kravinoff, yes. But this series is amazing. The issues in here are really good. I'm going to give this a 9.5 out of 10. Wasn't happy to see the series go, but at least we could still see Humans books. Even afterwards. It's like once the series ended, they just moved the characters back over to Uncanny Humans. Yep. So, 9.5 out of 10. Uncanny Humans actually ended after 20 issues. Yeah, it ended just this year, okay? But that's it for this episode. Stay tuned for episode 428 and Doubleshot number 347. But until then, I will see you there. Bye.